Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. So today's video, you may have guessed a little bit by the title, but it has to do with reading the manuals for your RCs, specifically about flying machines. These things can be really dangerous. I found out today, because of my own lack of reading the entire manual. I read most of it, but I kind of missed one part. That was about auto takeoff and auto landing on the flanker quadcopter that I just reviewed. And so it was kind of my bad, because in the manual it does actually specify here for auto takeoff and auto landing. Before go for this unique feature, auto takeoff and auto landing, please calibrate your aircraft first. After that, find the auto takeoff and landing button, image 3. Okay, they show you. Lower left side of the transmitter button, blah blah blah. Okay, it goes on. So yeah, trim out the quad before trying the feature so it'll work right, because we found out today the hard way and a painful way that by not trimming it out first, of course that was due to lack of reading the entire manual on my part, that I got my thumb hurt, and didn't cut me, got lucky. But I'll tell you, man, that blade hit so hard, it was like hitting a hammer on your thumb. Okay, it really did hurt. Okay, I wasn't kidding when I was saying in the video that hurt. It actually hurt for better than 20 minutes, and the pain finally went away. So it goes to show you that, yeah, it could be a painful experience. The other thing was that I did forget to mention was about the auto shutdown feature that my sponsor actually reminded me of on my channel, on my video, that I forgot to mention about that, where if you hit an object with the blade, it will shut the quad down. Now, I will say this, that is not covered in the manual. I've been through this manual a dozen times tonight, carefully looking for that, and it is not covered in here. But there is that feature. I did do an update video for that, explaining that feature, and that it was not part of the review. Although I did kind of know about it because of the incident, I didn't remember to add it into my main review, and I do apologize for that. I can't always remember everything either, but I do try my best to remember everything that I need to bring into a review, whether I'm doing it for a company or whether I'm even doing it as a product I've bought for myself. Okay, and I've done a few reviews lately on stuff I've bought, and like my Mustang amp and a guitar and amp I bought, and a guitar that I bought and other stuff. And none of us are perfect. I will say that none of us are, but we do all need a little refresher here, and I thought I'd do a video on that as a refresher. Read your manuals thoroughly so that you really understand your machine. Now, I don't care if it's a quadcopter, an airplane, a helicopter. I don't care if it's a land vehicle of any kind, or an RC boat. It doesn't matter, okay? Or even if it's just a regular everyday product, okay? It could be a camera. It could be your new microphone. Could be your anything, okay? Read the manuals thoroughly so you really understand what you're dealing with and how the thing actually operates. But I do want to stress, especially because flying machines, out of all RCs, flying machines are probably, in my opinion, one of the most dangerous machines. Well, they can be the most dangerous, actually, because people can get hurt so easily. Flying machines, it doesn't matter if you're flying in a park or your backyard, whatever. I mean, it really doesn't matter, okay? You can hurt somebody, you can hurt yourself. I hurt myself today, okay, because of my own stupidity of not reading the entirety of the manual. I read most of it, but, I kind of skipped that section, didn't read it, and as a result, I hurt my thumb. It could have damaged my car had I not been able to catch that quadcopter in my hand. Okay, it could have gone after my wife. This thing was bouncing around out of control like a yo-yo, okay, because I failed to read the manual where it said to calibrate the quad first, to trim out the quad, okay, and that could have resulted in a bad accident, and it would have been my bad. In my case, I got my thumb hit, it hurt. I got lucky, didn't cut my thumb, okay, or chop it off, because these things can get dangerous, especially at high RPMs. At least in the auto takeoff, the RPMs aren't quite as high as they are at full throttle. Thank God for that. Okay, so we all need to read our manuals thoroughly, understand the radio gear, understand the machine more. Beginners especially, you guys out there that are new pilots, you've never flown before, read the manual. Please read the manual so that you understand what buttons do what and when and so on and so on. Okay. Basically, guys, that's all I wanted to cover. Just a reminder for all of us, to really thoroughly study our manuals before attempting to fly or drive our RCs or use our products, so we understand what we're dealing with. This way we don't make mistakes. I get questions asked to me all the time on my channel. Recently I was asked about, I believe it was the U-Fly 6063 by Eugen Toys, if it can run a 3-cell battery. The answer to that is no. If you put a 3-cell battery in there, it's going to cook it. Same as the JJR CH26. Same as the H8C. Same as the X5C-1. Unless the manual says you can use a 3-cell battery, the answer would likely and most unequivocally be no, you can't use a 3-cell battery. Okay? Otherwise, you're going to cook it. You're going to smoke it. You'll catch it on fire. Something's going to go bad. Okay? And so read the manual. It'll tell you what battery it uses, Sure, it doesn't say in the flanker manual or this one that you can't use a 3-cell, but a little bit of common sense goes a long way. It came with a 2-cell. It says it uses a 2-cell battery, which is 7.4 volt. That's what you use. If you want to try and put a 3-cell battery in something that doesn't specify that you can't do it, well, that's up to you, but you're the one who's going to cook your machine, and you have 99.9% chance you will. So how's that for the most logical answer for you anyway? Anyways, as always, I thank you guys for watching. Hope I didn't upset anybody. This wasn't about upsetting or coming down on anybody particularly. It's just, for all of us as a reminder to read our manuals thoroughly, study them, so that we really know and understand what we're actually doing with these machines before we go out and fly them. Because it doesn't really matter if you're a noob, if you're an intermediate pilot, if you're an expert pilot. Every machine is different. Like, controls are different, buttons locations are different, what the buttons do in those locations are different from one machine to another. Okay, and we need to understand our stuff more thoroughly before we dive into it and maybe do something stupid, right? Anyways, that's all I wanted to say, so we'll catch you on the next video, guys.